Bravo, bravo, well done. Why not become a Cypher show battle trainer? Would you even consider it? I'll vouch that you will become a top star in no time. I wouldn't have minded making that proposition, but I'm afraid I'm not that big-hearted. I will destroy you in battle right now. You will know the humiliation of total domination before this crowd. This is Nascour, accompanied by no music. He needs no introduction. The head of Cypher, as we know it. He is starting off with a couple of powerhouses. Gardevoir, Psychic type, synchronized for the ability. With the moves, Psychic, Thunderbolt, Taunt, and Destiny Bond. Never seen that in a Gardevoir before. Walrein, level 56, Ice Water type, Thick Fat for the ability. Attract, as if anything would ever fall in love with a thing that looks like that. Ice Beam, Body Slam, and Waterfall. Jokes aside, this guy is no pushover. I find him to be a massive difficulty spike after Gonzap. He's never been something that I've had an easy time with. And as a result of this, I'm not even sure how well I'm going to do in this fight. I could see myself very realistically losing this fight. X special. Whoa. Damn, I'm glad I attacked. I was thinking about switching out Corona because I was afraid of that Walrein. But no, I'm very glad that I'm targeting it now because I don't want it to get the chance to use those items. Oh my god, that is scary. Alright, so we'll do Brick Break. Let's hope that this takes it out. Doesn't quite do it, unfortunately. As you can see here, pretty much no matter how much you train, I've always found that I'm underleveled for this fight. I've never had a playthrough where I feel like I am aptly prepared for this fight. I don't know about you guys, but I have never ever felt that I am prepared for this fight very well. I don't think they're going to attack Psycho. Gardevoir really only has Thunderbolt that it would do on Psycho. So I'm thinking my best bet's going to be to use Return on Gardevoir and just do Brick Break and hopefully finish off that Walrein. Okay, so Psycho's moving first. Return. Get about a quarter of its health. I will say, I find it kind of dramatic how you just hear the screams of the crowd and you don't actually hear any music during this fight. But at the same time, I think it does kind of take you out of the experience, even though, I don't know, I feel like they could have written some really great music for Nascour, because the battle themes in this game kick ass. They could have definitely done, whoa, I'm learning Morning Sun! I believe that is the last level up move that I get a chance to learn. Morning Sun will restore half your HP normally, but it can be nerfed or increased by the weather. Sunny Day specifically does a good job of that. Odd thing is that it's not affected by the time of the day. That is because Sunny Day in the Japanese version is known as Clear Sky. A little interesting bit of trivia there for you. And the translation kind of came back to bite them in the butt. Oh, speaking of biting in the butt, Blaziken, Fire Fighting type, Blaze Kick. Blaze for the ability, Blaze Kick, Sky Uppercut, Swagger, and Roar. This thing, I don't see a lot of bosses pack and roar anymore, but this thing does it quite well, actually. It'll roar you out, roar in new stuff. Swagger is very annoying. I don't know. I've always had trouble with this thing, no matter how old I've gotten or experience I've gotten. This is just a boss fight that I've always found difficult, personally. Never found it easy. We do Psychic. Hopefully we take out Blaziken. Yes, we one-shot it. Okay. Not bad. What are we doing now? So already another Pokemon. Dusclops. Oh god, this thing is quite the wall. Level 55, Ghost type. Pressure for the ability. Shadow Ball, Psychic, Confuse Ray, Destiny Bond. Not Destiny Burger, Destiny Bond. So he's got two things on his team that have Destiny Bond already that we've seen. He's not using it here. I get the feeling Corona is going to take a lot of damage here. Oh god, oh god. Whoa, it survived. Okay. I'll take that. Psycho... I'm thinking Psycho putting up a Reflect would probably be the wisest move because that Dusclops is probably going to follow up with a Shadow Ball. So we'll go ahead and throw up a Reflect, and I'm just going to do Flame Wheel and basically blow on that Gardevoir to try to finish it off. Because that Gardevoir, although it really, really hurt Corona, I don't see it doing much from here on out. Yeah, okay. Okay, good, it didn't miss! Oh, God, I was so nervous that was going to miss it, because if that missed and I had to take more hits from that Gardevoir, oh, God, that would have sucked. Okay. So, Satsu, level 54, Psychic Flying type, synchronized for the ability, so I would not advise using status moves on it, obviously. Psychic, Drill Peck. What? You attack Corona? Okay. Psychic, Drill Peck, Giga Drain, Confuse Ray. Very tactical Pokemon here. I've never seen one packing Giga Drain before, to be perfectly honest with you, but oh well. What do I want to do now? We got Dusclops out there. I could throw out Affection and see if I can just chip it down with Shadow Ball, even though I'd be at risk for getting hit with Shadow Ball myself. It's a shame, though, because Corona could have been a valuable asset for the rest of this battle, but it did a lot of damage. Like, we took out more than half. We took out half of his team. This is a tough decision. It really is. You know what? I don't think Affection's going to really get to do much in this fight, so I think I'll throw it out there. I can do Shadow Ball and Dusclops. I can do Shadow Ball and Satsu. I can kind of just run with it and see how it goes. Two Pokemon that it's effective against out at the same time. I don't think I'm going to do much better than that, so we'll do Psychic on Dusclops. We'll do Shadow Ball on Satsu and just kind of see how it goes. Okay. I'm not taking out that Dusclops in one hit. That Dusclops is a beast. It is such a strong wall. Wow. Did more than I thought it was going to, actually. Dusclops is one hell of a wall. I love it. As you know, I was planning to use it on my Emerald team if you watch that Let's Play. And there's a clear-cut reason for it. That thing is amazing as a wall. Dusknoir is probably the most unnecessary evolution that has ever existed. Granted, it does get a better attack stat, but Dusclops already did a fine enough job being a wall on its own. It did not need an evolution to be able to do that job well. In fact, in Black and White, the Eviolite kind of screws over Dusclops because it now is lower tiered than its evolution. And whoa! You jerk! Okay. Too bad I didn't lower its special defense with my first use of this, or else he wouldn't have stood a chance. Alright, so Dusclops isn't getting to do anything. We lower its special defense now, of course. We have Satsu doing Psychic. I get the feeling that Affection's not going to last. Oh, no, it does. Okay. Don't hurt yourself in confusion, please. I'd really like you to do something. Okay. Do Shadow Ball. Let's see what this does. I probably should have targeted Dusclops, but I wasn't foreseeing that potion usage. Okay. So, both of his team members are pretty dang low on health. We only got one more team member to worry about after this, should we succeed in taking these out. Let's see if we do it. We do Psychic. Down goes Dusclops. I probably should have targeted Xatu with Espeon so that we could take it out first, and then, you know, Affection, assuming it doesn't hurt itself in confusion, could have cleaned up Dusclops, but oh well. I'm still glad that Affection outlasted Dusclops. But anyway, this is his star Pokemon. Metagross, Steel Psychic type, level 50, clear body for the ability, stats cannot be lowered. Shadow Rush, Iron Defense, Metal Claw, and Psychic. This is also, of course, a Shadow Pokemon. When snagging it, it holds the Metal Coat, which can be used to evolve Scyther into Scizor. It is a very interesting Pokemon. This thing's Metal Coat will also raise the power of Metal Claw when you are fighting against it. I should also warn you that this thing works very well as a mixed attacker. I really can't say enough good about Metagross. It's also a fantastic Pokemon if you can teach it agility. It can become a very dangerous sweeper, and it has defensive capabilities as well. This thing is arguably the best non-tournament banned Pokemon that was introduced in Ruby and Sapphire. I can't say enough good about it. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and do Return to hopefully finish off Xatu, to see how well that would have worked out. And I'm just going to do Surf. Okay, yeah, I think Surf is probably the best way to go. I'm very worried. Granted, it does have Psychic, which I can resist with Psycho, and it does have Metal Claw, which I can resist with Marshall, but it's just, I don't know. Something about it always feels unsettling to me. And Rain Dance. Ooh, I've passed up Rain Dance a few times already. I don't want to learn it because I don't want to nerf Corona later in battles where I might use Marshall early. It might be helpful for these last battles. Some people might disagree with this, saying that Corona's out in front of my party. So, you know, it's already been used, so I should teach it. But honestly, he's down to his last Pokemon. I don't really see much of a situation in which I would need to use it from here on out. So he does Iron Defense, which honestly was a great first attack for him to use because I was considering doing Earthquake, and he was probably predicting me to use it as well. We do that, and as you see right there, that's an example of Metagross's potential defenses. It really doesn't take that much damage no matter what you try to do to it. I'm going to go ahead and do Reflect. Well, I guess if you're using a fire attack, but you get what I mean. I'm not like... I would say I'm not fanboying over Metagross, but in all honesty, I kind of am. I used a Metagross before. Agility Ice Punch was my friend against Garchomps in tournaments. I loved that thing. so much. Anyways, doing Psychic, that's gonna hurt. Oh, actually, I didn't do too bad. I keep underestimating my Pokemon, which I really shouldn't do, because that kind of goes against the message that Pokemon teaches kids. Which, of course, is all your problems in life will be solved if you force animals to beat up other animals. It's a great lesson. That's why Pokemon is recognized by such organizations as PETA for teaching wonderful lessons. We're going to go ahead and use a Snag Ball right here. I'm going to try my luck again. If I recall, Metagross, this is the only chance you've ever gotten to catch one in the wild in the Pokemon game. Catch rate is 3, so it's equal to a Legendary. 1. No. I didn't think that was going to work. So, basically, it's the same thing as catching a legendary Pokemon here. You are going to have a hell of a time trying to catch this thing, and for good reason. It is Nascour's last Pokemon, so I can't really say that I wasn't expecting it to be tough, but hey, you know? It's ahead of Cypher. Is it really going to be that easy? Now that it's asleep, let's go with the Timer Ball. One, 2, 3. Only took 3 tries. Whoa! And with that, we have now felled Nascour. No! There's no... This can't be happening! Gah! It's not over, Wes. Come on, we shall battle! Enough. Don't embarrass yourself, Nascour. Sir, I beg your pardon. What's going on? Nascour's apologizing? Isn't he supposed to be the boss? You've got to be kidding me. My, that certainly was a battle worth seeing. I must be honest with you, I never imagined you would get this far. Huh, Mr. Mayor, why are you here? Oh dear me, do you fail to understand still? You're such an innocent child. At times I am the affable mayor of Fenac. At others, I am the secret boss of the criminal syndicate Cypher. I am Evis, and I shall rule the world! How dare you meddle in our affairs so thoroughly? The Shadow Pokemon plan! We can resurrect from the start. But you two, you shall never be forgiven! I'll destroy you utterly so you may never again rise against me!